thanks to you and thanks to what we're doing together, actually, I don't have to answer the question because if I decide I want to get out, I can.
I guess I think you're at a really interesting point now, which is you built, real stability in your business. Like you say, some predictability there. You got a
Yeah.
stable base of clients. I think that's as well as you've been famous for, well, climbing mountains,
Yeah.
put cohorts and looking after lots of smaller businesses. I think
Yeah,
that
sure.
the other thing as well that we record a lot of data here at Sales Geek, and I think actually over this last year and a half, you have the lowest variance from good month to
Right.
bad month. You are most consistent geek in the UK,
Okay.
which I'm sure will give you sort of the confidence of what comes next.
I can't see myself ever wanting to step down to a point where I'm selling the business, but I'm building up to a point where if I wanted to sell that franchise at some point, I could. So I'm not, disguising the fact that that could be a conversation at some point in the further future. But I think with the model that you've been the founder of and created, it gives us all the opportunity and myself like to then say, fine, well, look, if I had two or three other, people working in the business, I could step down to 2 days and do partial retirement. So there's lots of what I like about it is not having to have to answer your question. That's what I like about it because I've got all the different opportunities. So
I
I can
love
say,
that.
well, thanks to you and thanks to what we're doing together. Actually, I don't have to answer the question because if I decide I want to get out, I can. If I
Yeah,
want to stay in and have, because I really love doing what I do. And I was saying to my wife, Lucy, the other day, even she could give up when she sells a business. She could come and do this with me because she's trained to do this sort of thing. We could do it like a couple of days each or something. But yeah, in all seriousness, I think the further beyond would be, yeah, to then maybe even look at how I use the business that I build up to kind of get more, even more towards that lifestyle work, balance. And but that's the beauty of what it gives us. If I can get to the same turnover as I have been and beyond that with the people that are working for me, happy days, right? That's the opportunity that it gives us.